Hey, what's good, Capricorn? This is gonna be for your lunar eclipse, right? The lunar eclipse reading for August 27th. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what you're supposed to be working on right now. What they want to put what they want to kind of highlight, right? Yeah, so let's see. Capricorn. I think this other reading I had, wow, I love it. Maybe you've been worried lately that you're not gonna have enough. But number 10, complete Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Either you just learned that lesson, or like, wow, the universe really does have my back, or you're about to, right? Or they want you to remind you that, hey, stop having a lack mentality, stop this. Like, the universe will always provide for you, right? So let's see. Buffalo Spirit. Buffalo Spirit, Capricorn. Let's see what. Whoa. Love. Wow. Venus love. Beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, abundant, adornment. Abundant. Wow, I said abundant. So, hey, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, style. So, love. Maybe you got love on the brain, and that's why you're kind of like, right? That's funny. I think I had a friend that used to say, like, putting on their war paint for like love things, right? So, it's almost like that. Maybe you're putting on your love war paint or something. That's so funny. Okay. Um, that's so funny. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Let me see. Wow, eighth house intimacy. Wow. So yeah, you must really have love on the brain. Capricorn, eighth house intimacy. Investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking, the underworld. Wow. So are you being stalked or are you stalking? Pretty interesting. Eight intimacy. Eight. Mm. Either it's eight, like eight is thought of as financial abundance. Oh, didn't I say abundance? I think I did say abundance, and the eight came out. So maybe that, right? Maybe there's that Capricorn. So let's see. So what is it about this? What have you been feeling like you're having a dry spell, like sexually or something, and that's what the universe will provide? Maybe. That's why 10, that dry spell's coming to an end. You're about to have some erotic capital or something, or but wait a second, what's this about? Look at imagine you feeling all that, and look at here's eight again. So eight. And look at that. Action eight, but then you're blocking it. So what is that about? Or is it you going towards someone and they're blocking it? Maybe you're like, hey, I'm trying to give my, whatever, right? Whether it's the wand energy or the why is it straight eight again? Wow. What in the world is happening here with all these eights? See abundance. I don't know. Maybe that you were focused on money or something. And okay, this is interesting. What is it? Why is something either this is you asking for something and then blocking it off when it's coming to you, or is you trying to baby, wait, how does it go? That song, Come and Get Your Love. That just song just popped in my head. I'll have to put a link to it. Come and get your love. That one. Uh, da, da, da. Right? So let me see this because this is kind of okay. I feel like that's you, right? You're manifesting all this love. And then when it finally comes to you, you block it. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Unless it's that, right? Maybe you're, and then it's not exactly who you want, right? Because even the Empress came out like, wow, maybe you really like your energy is saying that, right? Because Venus, so maybe your energy is really talking about like it's showing, right? Like I don't know why I heard pheromones, like I don't know exactly. I can't say I know how all that works, but it's like that, like something spiritually, maybe even your essence is kind of giving that sexual. Maybe you've been dressing more like that because you're subconsciously, right? You're trying to put male or female, right? I'm just saying, I guess, because there's all this like, right? Female, female. I guess that's kind of what was popping in my head. But hey, male, female, right? Maybe you, right? Or you've been working out or something and you're kind of putting that, right? Like fertile, right? Like all that stuff. But it doesn't, maybe you're not getting the attention from who you want to get the attention. So now you're like fighting it off with a stick, right? I don't know. Let me see. So interesting. Okay. So there was some kind of Five of Swords energy. I don't feel like that's your energy. Maybe that's who's trying to come towards you, and you're like, no, I don't want you. See? And then the Seven of Cups is like, maybe there is all these options, but that's not who you want, right? Really interesting. And that's a seven also, right? Seven, seven. That's why you're like, no, right? Maybe there's someone very persistent like this. Like, what is this abusive energy? Who is this? Wow, my solar plex is lighting up. So, I mean, it's nice that you know what you want, right? Because my solar plexus is, but what is this Five of Swords? Why the Five of Swords? Because I asked if it was you and it was no. So I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. Maybe that's, yeah, an Aquarius, maybe that you're just not, right? Okay. So I don't know. Nothing wants to come off for that. Let me see what. Okay. So who in general, I guess we could ask that. Who is Capricorn trying to hold off their fertile love for, right? Or something like that. Maybe a Scorpio, or you're waiting for it to show up a certain way, right? Like, I don't know, you're waiting like for that knight in shining armor on a white horse. It's just maybe an artist, younger person, poetic, a dreamer, right? There's something, yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I got a headache though, so what is that about? Maybe you feel like it's a headache waiting for that because it's not. Maybe that's part of it, right? Maybe they're telling you, let me see. Kind of came out in reverse, and this just came out. I forgot for who, but in reverse, it's something timid, something this. So either they're timid or you're timid, and there's that eight again. Jeez. So the eight again, maybe you're like it's asking you because it came out in reverse. I was asking about you having to take action, and it came out in reverse. So maybe it can't. Let me ask one more time, because yeah, I feel like you might have to take action. You might have to be the one to take action towards whoever it is that you're thinking about. Maybe even ask, right? Because this says having a positive, both mentally and spiritually positive, right? Like maybe just thinking like this is gonna work out, right? Like even if it doesn't, right? It's no one's fault, right? If it, but it's okay. Like See that solar plexus. Wow. So it's standing in your truth again. So that's funny that this card came out to clarify that. Because it is about, right? Look at patience, moderation, adaptation. Maybe yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe once you approach someone, maybe you have to be patient in their response. Or if they're like, wow, I can't right now, I'm busy. Maybe, I'll get back to you when I have time. And maybe it's not about them blowing you off. It's just that they're really busy, right? So it's something like that. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting because strength came out, right? So it's almost like it takes strength. That's funny. I forgot that this even came out. And it's about strength for your dreams, right? To conquer your what you're wishing for, right? And there's that solar plexus again. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this has to do with you, but it feels like a headache to you because as I'm saying that, I'm feeling like the worst, like right here, right? On the masculine side, which is the action. See, maybe you're fighting it because you're so in this, which is beautiful that you're in this Empress energy, right? So you're in a super feminine energy right now, but it's not attracting what you want to attract. So you're putting out like it's there and the universe is responding, but the whatever it is that you have your eye on, it feels like wow, the lunar eclipse, hello. So that's probably part of it too, that you're supposed to take action. It's some kind of shadow aspect of you that for some reason you're meant to kind of overcome or something, right? So, that's kind of what this whole, the eclipses always highlight these kind of situations, right? Wow, interesting. I mean, I just thought about the buffalo because it's talking about the universe will provide, which it has apparently, or it's about to. If you haven't started getting all those boom, 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 it feels like all of a sudden you're gonna start drawing attention if you haven't already. The thing is, though, hey, it's like that. Like if you say, "Oh, I'm so hungry," and someone shows up with like, "Oh, here, you want this," but you're like, you're that hungry, but yet that's not what you want. So you might be willing to, you know what, I'm gonna drive 10 miles this way to get the food that I want. You know what I mean? Sometimes in life it's like that. So why would it be different with love, right? Or something like that. Hey, if you really want the love you want at this moment, whoa, that thing just flew out. I don't know if you saw how it flew out. Whoa. Wow. So maybe that's the lesson too. Maybe what you want isn't exactly what you need, right? Just because they're hot doesn't mean they're spiritually aligned. Wow. Wow. So there's so many different twists and turns here. Wow. So for some of you, that might be the lesson, right? The universe is providing, it's giving you more than enough, but you in your head, you're like, no, I don't want this. Damn, what if the person you want is this, right? You want that abusive person, right? Because that's came out in other readings. It came out on for someone else that they were stuck on an abusive person, right? Because I know I explained it like when you study all that, it's like it does something to your mind, right? Like the chemical reactions of your body start like it's a whole thing, right? So it pretty interesting. I hope that's not what you're waiting for, right? Maybe someone attractive, but that they're kind of a-holes, right? This took an interesting turn. Maybe I would say give that a chance, right? Maybe the person that's showing up for you isn't the person you find the most attractive, but they're definitely the most aligned for you, right? It's all on you if you're willing to listen to spirit, right? I feel like the universe is more than providing. right? If that's what you were asking for, love, intimacy, this and that, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like maybe that. Maybe if it is, it's not necessarily this abusive person, but it's someone that you do find attractive, but they're just shy, then you're gonna have to take the action, right? Yeah, it feels like I had to give that message and my gut lit up. So I feel like, there's a few Capricorns. So I don't know how many Capricorns watch my readings, but I guess there's a few different energies, right, that are coming through. For some of you, it may mean that, right? Like you're trying to put it out there, like come and get your love, or it's almost like the other person is sending you that message in the ethers, right? And you might have to take action. Maybe that, maybe they see like, wow, you got all these people vying for your attention, so I might as well just sit this out, right? And if you want someone, then it's almost like you have to make that clear. And by that headache I was getting, you're so much in your feminine energy right now, right? Probably because people are going up to you, right? That that it feels like a headache to have to go tell someone, hey, I'm interested in you, but that might be what you have to do, right? So many eights, and it feels like it might be the best decision you ever make, right? If it is, right? As long as it's not, if it's someone abusive, I think that should already speak for itself. I shouldn't even have to give you advice on that, really, right? Unless you're, like not the sharpest tool in the shed, right? So look at these eights. Eight, 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 eight. Wow, this is crazy. I feel like you'd be over, yeah, you'd just be plowed down with an abundance of whatever, abundance of love, of financial or whatever. I mean, it doesn't feel like the focus here is financial, it's love, but it'd be like an abundance of love, right? Maybe like whatever person you finally connect with, you guys are gonna be on this whole honeymoon phase. But that, yeah, like eight, 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 eight. And if you count the two eights right here, it'd be eight, 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 right? So to get out resonates. Thank you, Capricorn. I think, oh, let me roll some dice. 11. Yeah, so maybe, wow, 111. Wait, yeah, 111. Wow, that'd be like your new beginning, right? So maybe you're January 6th, January 5th, January 11th, right? 111. So it'd be like a new start to something. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio again, Taurus, right? And this kind of reminds me of Taurus as well, the bull, right? So all that good stuff. Yeah. Oh, here's another. Yeah, Aquarius even, but that feels like, I don't know. It could be an Aquarius, So just take it how it resonates. And yeah, don't forget to comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And thank you so much. Let me know if it resonates. All right, peace.